Guess what we have today? Today we have a Tracker 400 from the house of Triumph. So this actually gets a 349cc. So in the international market, it gets a 398cc as usual earlier. So it produces a power of 40 PS at 9000 RPM and 32 Newton meters of torque. So let's ride it and we will feel how it actually performs. The Triumph has reduced the capacity of the engine from 398cc to 349cc, but still I don't see any major change in the performance because till you have the enough torque, it actually performs as same as the earlier 398cc engine, but it takes some time to pull in that particular RPM band. So we'll see the design of these ones. So this is actually based on the flat rack. So you can see the seat is flat and also the handlebar is flat, and also you have the slightly aggressive riding position on this one. As you can see, you have the slightly rear set foot pegs and the flat handlebar, so your hands will easily rest on the handlebar and the body will tilt slightly forward actually. Overall the riding position is good and it gets a tank of 13 liters. And on the front you have the 43mm USD fork and you have the 17-inch alloy wheels on both front and rear, so it gets a MRF Resi tires. And on the front also you have the radial caliper with a 300mm disc rotor, and on the rear you will get a 240mm disc rotor. So we'll just try to rev it. Actually, one thing I noticed is the engine has become very smooth now compared to the earlier iteration, which is 398cc. So the engine feels smoother, completely a different, feels like a different engine. But on the like the performance wise, I don't see any major changes because we still have the enough torque on the rear band, and also the top end performance might be good. I didn't had a chance to ride it in the top speed actually. But once you open the throttle, you have all the power coming onto the wheels. I noticed this in the older version of the Triumph also, which is a 398cc also, where there might be a quite power lag, and here I am seeing that one. And the performance wise, there is no major change, but yeah, so it is not onto the throttle. So whenever you try to push it hard, you will see a slight delay in the performance, but you will get the performance, that is for sure. So this is called as a tracker because it is based on the flat track based design. So as I mentioned earlier, you can see a flat seat and also the flat handlebar. And now this one doesn't get any immobilizer, and even though speed and camera also doesn't get it. But this one actually feels good, and it is actually feels light and flickable because it has got a weight of only 183 kgs, and you can see how I am riding it in the city. And also the clutch and gear operation is very smooth, and it is spot on. So you won't miss any gears, and you won't see any fast neutrals also. So my first impression on the tracker is very, very good actually. So we will just try to perform on 0 to 100. It gets an on-road price of 3.21 lakhs on Bengaluru. So the ex-showroom price is 2.5 lakhs. this is a busy road as usual. And the suspension are smooth actually. So it gets a UHD forks on the front with a travel of 140 mm, and on the rear it gets a monoshock. So with a travel of 130 mm, suspensions are working actually good. So I don't see any bumps hitting. And engine is so smooth, man, and you won't feel it actually. You won't feel any vibration, and it's very buttery smooth. And even after riding my Damnar, I can assure you that the engine is buttery smooth actually. I wish I could get a bike to do the top end test, but unfortunately this is a tested bike. So I got this bike from Kirti Triumph, JP Nagar. So you can do visit them also. So you have the bike ready for the test ride. This bike actually feels very good, man. Very, very, very good. But I feel like after riding it for like around 15-20 minutes, I feel like there is a slight pain in my thumbs because of the slightly forward set posture, and that's fine. But you will adjust to that one. But it's not like some sports bike, but it is still have that slightly front leaning seating position. But you don't miss out on any torque actually. The torque is spontaneous, same as the earlier version of the Speed or Scrambler. But one thing is, because of this GST, we actually missed that 400cc, which was actually very good in case of power and performance, and also the refinement. But this one also performs very well, not bad actually. And also you will be having a good mileage on this actually compared to the 398cc. This you can use it for weekend rides, daily city rides, office commute, and also for the highway also. But for highway, I think you must need to install some handlebar risers for sure, because this is very you feel that the pain is sitting on your thumbs or hands, because your body full leaning on your hands actually. But the tires, I think whatever the MRF reviews are there, they are not good enough to handle all the grips. That tires should have been great actually. One thing I noticed that, yeah. So this is all about the first impression and quick review about the Tracker 400. Hope you like it. Please do subscribe, share with your friends. One is looking to buy a Tracker 400. And see you again in the next video. Jai Hind, Jai Karnataka Mate. Thank you.